Welcome back to the Graham Stephan Show. So I want to comment on a Dave Ramsey video because this one is probably one of the worst that I've ever seen. Now, for those unaware, Dave Ramsey is a personal finance personality who gets very angry anytime people get credit cards, have any sort of a mortgage, spend too much money, have any credit card debt whatsoever. He just loses his temper. And this one is probably the worst that I've ever seen because this caller has $1 million of student loan debt. And if you thought it can't get any worse, it does. So sit back, subscribe, hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and now I want to comment on this. Let me show you.
Justin is with us in Florida. Hi, Justin. How are you?
I'm doing well, Dave. How are you?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
I just recently graduated from residency to become an orthodontist, and I have student loans that total just over $1 million.
You're kidding me.
And no, sir.
See, here's the thing, though. How is that even possible? Who signs off on that? What bank? What government institution? Who, in their right mind, would be like, okay, orthodontist, $1 million. How? It's insane. Just the level of student loan debt that people think is acceptable and that people sign off on. Like, it's two people. It's multiple people seeing this, and somehow they're all like signing off on, yep, that's good. It's a bad idea. It just doesn't even make sense financially. Like orthodontists, yes, they make great money, but to take on $1 million of debt to be able to make great money doesn't pencil out. There's no business in the world where, it just would make sense.
What were you thinking?
Well, I wasn't thinking clearly. I've sat down and calculated my interest rates, and my interest is about $5,800 a month.
Whoa, that's insane. $5,800 a month. That's almost $70,000 a year. A year. Just in interest, just to break even. Just to break even, the guy's got to make $100,000 a year. Just so the balance doesn't get even higher. How is that even possible? The sad thing is that this guy's friends, families, spouses, everybody in this guy's life somehow is like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. This is fine. Did not at any point someone say, hey, this is probably not a good idea, right?
When are you getting married?
April.
Okay. And what will you be making as an orthodontist?
About $250.
Okay. And what does she do and what will she be making?
We actually just opened up an office, and she works in the office.
Why get married at that point? Why can't he just hey, babe, we're committed, I'm gonna be with you, but let me settle this first before getting married? Gosh, because otherwise I worry maybe she gets dragged into it too. Now, I know the debt was taken on before they got married, but I'm curious what the repercussions could be when they join together legally. Now that he has such a high amount of debt.
You're not making any mathematical progress by doing the 3 and 7 idea, but you will make emotional progress because you'll be able to knock off some of the smaller ones.
Right.
And God knows you're going to need some emotional progress.
Just keep in mind, the caller's laughing, Dave Ramsey is not. Dave Ramsey didn't even tell a joke. The guy's like, ah, ha, ha. Probably a nervous laugh, but still.
Just act like you're a broke college student because you are a broke orthodontist. And so that means you guys aren't going on vacations. You're not buying a house. You're not leasing a new BMW. You're not going to a restaurant. You have $1 million. I can't even say it out loud. I can't breathe. $1 million in student loan debt.
I can't breathe, $1 million. Jeez. That's the thing, though. Doctors usually go into this with a very high income right off the bat, and it's really hard to avoid that lifestyle inflation of just like, okay, you're making, let's say, $300,000 to $500,000 a year. What's to say you can't treat yourself every now and then? He's worked hard. He's been in school for 10 years, and now he finally gets to enjoy some of the fruits of his labor and all of that work he put in, only to what? Live like a broke college student. It's going to be tough. Mentally, it's going to be draining to do that and just to get used to that for years.
The $250,000, how much of that's from the new office and how much is from the old the orthodontist gig?
About 200 of that is from me working at another orthodontist, where I still work 3 days a week, and then I work at my office 3 days a week. So I work 6 days a week right now.
Okay, that's good. So we ought to be able to turn that 50 into 250.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, over time as you build your clientele and so forth.
Yeah, he's going to need to work 6 days a week. If he could work 6.5 and keep his office open maybe a half day on Sunday, something like that, just anything to bring in more money at this point, he's going to need it.
Like I say, we're just moving the P around under a different shell, but it will give you the benefit of getting to check off some of these smaller ones. What is your smallest one?
Well, I mean, I have a consolidation that's like 800, but most of the I have maybe half a dozen small ones that are 4,500 or less.
Oh, yeah. So what Dave's going to tell him, basically, take the approach of paying off the smallest debt first. So that way you at least see the psychological benefit. If you have 7 loans, well, pay off the smallest balances, get that down to 2 loans, and mentally that's going to be easier to overcome because there's just fewer out there. Even though the balances might be way higher, like 800 grand in one loan, it's just going to be easier. But you know what? It's crazy for me to even hear like an $800,000 loan because I think it's a mortgage. This guy is paying off a mortgage in student loans. He could have a $1 million house and have that be fully paid off in the cost of his own education. Ugh.
The good news is you've got a great shovel and you have a great bright future with your income potential. And, that gets you out of this. It's not a reason to get into it, but it does get you out of it. It gives you hope for your future. Thank you for the call.
Yikes. Now, here's the thing, though. That's horrible. But one thing that's actually not horrible are the comments, okay? We got great, funny comments here. Mikey says, Dave is actually 23 years old. However, taking on stress of his caller's debts has aged him to a middle-aged man. At least he's an orthodontist. Imagine going into 1 million student debt with an arts/humanities degree. Laughing face. I'm so glad I went to a community college first and then transferred to a cheap university after that. I graduated debt-free. And to that commenter, I actually agree. I think community colleges are often overlooked. I think trade schools should be way more valuable and encouraged for so many people. And I think there's really nothing that's stopping you from going to a cheaper, maybe perhaps state school, getting a great degree there, and just doing a good job in school. Because at the end of the day, unless you're going to one of the top few Ivy Leagues, it's probably not going to make that big of a difference if you're going into a career like this. And finally, we have Kia 828. It's crazy that this country allows a student to get that far in debt. I hope he makes it too. That is what I think is the real issue here, is that there should be guardrails in terms of how much a person could borrow based on their career. Doing something like this, $1 million, to me seems absurd. You shouldn't be able to borrow more than what the career makes in maybe 1 to 2 years. So, if he's expecting to make $250, his max borrowing should be $250 to $500 grand. That's what I think. Graham for president. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. And also, you can get a free stock with your paid sponsor, public.com, down below in the description with the code GRAHAM when you make a deposit. Again, that could be worth all the way up to $1,000. So enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.